Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at Google Sites, and with Google Sites we're going to look at creating and editing a new page. So to get to Google Sites, you make sure you're logged into your Google account. Go to sites.google.com and it will bring up whatever sites you're working on. Then you go ahead and click on the site that you want to actually work on. So if we work on this site here, it comes up. In order to create and edit a new page in Google Sites, this is what we do. We come here to the new page and we click on it. Okay, we can give the page a name. So we'll call it Transparency Update. And then I would suggest just leaving it at the top level for now. This menu is if you want to put it under other pages and have a drop-down menu come down, is what that's for. And you can also choose a different location for it. But if you leave it at the top level for now, then you don't have to worry about wondering what page it's a part of. It'll just be its own page. So give it a name. Then again, with Google, come up to the top. Don't go through the stuff and click at the bottom. There's nowhere to click. So click Create. And then what will happen after you click Create is it will bring you to your new page. So this is the Transparency Update. Okay, and what we can do is we can type a little something. The new link for the Transparency Project is www.transparencyproject.com. Okay, so we can do that. And then maybe we want to save this. All right, so after you do everything you're going to do, and you can add your video, your images, and any other things that you want to do up here, I'm just going to click Save. Okay, so here's the page. Now, let's go back to the initial page, the home page. All right, that page doesn't show up yet, and maybe we want it to show up. Okay, and there's a couple of ways to do that. And since we're also looking at linking, I'm going to show you how to make a link to that page right on your front page here. And then there's also a way we can add it as a tab up here, or even as a sidebar down the side. But we're going to look at that in a different lesson. So in order to create a link to that page, because it's nowhere to be found right now, we can't even click on it. We're going to click to edit the page that we want to make the link on. Okay, and then I'm going to make it down bottom here. Actually, I'll just make it here. Okay, so click here to visit our update. You can do that. Okay, so whatever text you want it to say, pick your text color, pick your text background, pick your text bold or italicized, pick the size, all that good stuff. And then what you do is you highlight it like this. Okay, so you drag over it until it's highlighted. Then you click this paperclip thing here. Okay, it's the link. And this is how you create a link. Now we're creating a link to a sites page because it's the page that we built. Okay, so we called it Transparency Update. There it is. And we just click on it. And OK. Now look, it's linked to there. So if I save it, somebody accessing this web page from the outside would just come on here and they could click it. All right, it's very convenient. That's one way to create a new page and to create a link to that page. Now there are some other ways to do it. Let's say, for example, you were editing this page and you thought you want to bring people, let's see, click here to visit, to ask Jessica a question. Okay, no, click here to see our photo gallery. Okay, maybe you want to put together a photo gallery. But let's say you haven't put the photo gallery together yet. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to make that bigger, say 18. I'm going to change it to purple. Okay, maybe you haven't made the photo gallery yet. Watch what you can do. Click link. Sites page, you don't have it yet. So you can actually create a new page right from there. All right, that's kind of neat if you're already planning to create a new page. Then you give it a title, photo gallery, and then you just would click create page. Okay, and then you click OK because it's going to actually link it to the new page you just created. All right, you can practice with that a little bit and play around with it. So this is going to take us to a photo gallery if we click on this, where we have no photos yet, but at that point you could try to add them. All right, and if you want to learn about putting tabs across the top, or you want to learn about putting sidebars down the side, make sure you save everything or nobody can access it, by the way. You want to click on this gear button, and it's the edit site layout menu that we're going to look at. Okay, so there is a lesson on editing site layout, and you'll want to refer to that lesson more for information on that. And also, there's one other thing I want to show you here. So maybe, let's edit the page again. Maybe you want to create a link to something outside. So click here to do a Google search. Okay, I'm going to just do that. Now I do have a search this site button, but this will bring us to a Google search. And watch what I'll do. I'll click the paperclip, and then instead of doing a sites page, because Google is not my site, I go to a web address. And I want to go to, here's the example, that's right where I'll go, www.google.com, and then I click OK. Now watch what will happen. I'm going to save it. Okay, if I click here, it'll take me right back to Google to do a Google search. So there's a lot of ways that you can set it up to work however you want it. All right, and just make sure you're saving your work when you're finished, and then to get back to it, you just go to your sites and click back on the website that you were editing. All right, so hopefully you can try some of that with your site. Hopefully you'll link things up. If you don't link things up, it looks just like a bunch of a very long address, and it's much more efficient and clean just to kind of link it. So, and there is a separate little lesson on linking that you'll find later on too. So, but you can practice a little bit with it now, and I hope you're having some success. So good luck.